What is love? Have you ever asked? Have you ever asked your husband or your wife, what is love? No answer. You daren't. Now we're going to ask, what is love? Do I love anybody? You know what that means? Is love desire? Is love pleasure? Is love attachment? Please consider all this. We certainly have a hot climate. Is love jealousy? Or love has now become a sexual act? So we're going together see what the quality of a mind or a brain that loves. Do you love your children? Or do you feel responsible for them? Your duty. Have you ever considered whether you love your children? You will say, of course. But we are asking this seriously. If you loved your children, would you want them to be what you are? Would you answer that? Or would you want them to be totally different from you? Do you want them to follow your trade, your business, because you are an industrialist, your son wants to be industrialist, you want them to be industrialist? Or are you concerned that you should grow in goodness, flower in beauty? Or are you preparing him for war, to kill and be killed? Is there all that love? I know, you'll say, we can't help what we are. We can't help our children. We send them off to school, and that's the end of it. Only we want them to get married, settle down, as you have settled down. In mediocrity, lack of integrity, say one thing and do another. Go to a temple and be an excellent lawyer. That's a contradiction. You want your children to be like that? If you love them, would you do this? So, what is love? Please, this is a very serious thing. Don't say, does it exist in the rest of the world? We're asking you, what is love? Is love jealousy? Is love attachment? I'm attached to my wife. What tragic it all is, isn't it? I'm attached to, if I'm married, thank the Lord I'm not. If I'm attached to my wife, what are the implications of that attachment? Is that love? I'm attached to her. I depend on her, both physically, psychologically. She helps me, I help her. I'm attached. That is, I'm frightened that she may leave me. It's happening more and more. When the girls are becoming educated, they are going to be more free. Right? That's happening in this country, it's happening in the rest of Europe. Divorce. And if I'm attached to her, I'm anxious that she shouldn't leave me. She mustn't look at another man. She must remain faithful to me. I must possess her, dominate her. And she wants to be possessed and to be dominated. Is all that love? In which there is fear, jealousy. Where there is jealousy, there is hatred, antagonism. Is all that love? So, to deny, to negate everything that's not love is love. Deny, negate jealousy completely. Negate totally attachment. Negate every form of possessiveness. Then out of that comes, through this total negation, love. That is, through negation you come to the positive. And the most positive thing is love. So, and one of the odd things about love is, do what you will, that will be correct to love. You understand? If when there is love, action is always right. Under all circumstances. And when there is that quality of love, there is compassion. Compassion means passion for all. Compassion cannot exist, nor love, if you belong to any sect, any group, or to any organized religion. Compassion comes only when there is freedom from all that. And that compassion has its own extraordinary, limitless intelligence. So, when there is love, there is beauty. Love and compassion with their intelligence is the endless truth. To that truth there is no path. Not karma yoga, bhakti yoga and all that yogas. There is no path to truth. But only when there is that immense sense of compassion, which comes when there is the ending of sorrow, then that which is truth.